There are many types of fear, from silly fears, such as the fear of snails or frogs, or to more serious fears, such as disease and death. But the worst fear would be the fear from within, fears such as the fear of failure. But everyone knows what fear is, and everybody has been afraid before. Anxiety is the result of fear, and it feels like a lump in your chest, and panic. It could be extreme or mild, but in the end, it stems from being afraid. Nobody likes anxiety, so we try to get rid of it, either by facing our challenges or running away from them. Anxiety can either be from the fear of completing a task or social. Social anxiety has got to be one of the worst feelings that someone can experience. Any social gathering is just a pressure that slowly increases within your head until something either diffuses that pressure or you move away from what's causing that panic. People might not show that they're afraid, but inside they're having a panic attack. You can't actually beat anxiety or get over a fear until you face it, but doubt can easily creep into our heads.
Now onto the interview with future Kaiketsu.
So a little about Kaiketsu. From my experience, I'd say that whenever I was afraid to do something, then I would just try to avoid it as much as possible. As, of course, that was the easiest outcome. I avoid the issue, and then it's gone. And the issue for me would be vomiting in public, which I was really embarrassed to do. I would say that vomiting in public was one of my biggest fears that I ever went through, and I missed out on so much because of that. I would miss out on social gatherings and just going out with friends because I didn't want them to make fun of me for it if it did happen. And this all kind of started after middle school. We ran the mile, and I threw up my strawberries all over the floor. And no one really laughed. I just thought it was really embarrassing to do that, like right before class too. You know, I just don't want them to think that I'm gonna throw up everywhere, you know? Like all the time. My own mind made my life a lot harder than it really needed to be. I missed out on a lot of opportunities because I was just too afraid to go show people who I am and just talk to others. Doubt is the mind telling itself that it can't do something that it really probably can if someone just tries hard enough. When someone says something's impossible, it's probably not true. At some point, I got tired of being afraid, so I tried to do more stuff that I wasn't really comfortable with. Did it work? Yes, it definitely did work. So I slowly got over my fear of vomiting in public. Now when I do vomit in public, I'm not as embarrassed about it. I'd say the last time I vomited I was with my girlfriend helping to volunteer for animals, and that poop was disgusting. I think I'm traumatized. But at the end of the day, the only one that can control my fear was myself. So I didn't let it get the best of me. Is there hair check? Hair check? Courage, the antidote to fear. Only people that know fear can have courage. Courage is important when someone needs to do something but is afraid to do it. That's the only time that someone can have courage. Courage isn't something that someone can have if they're not afraid to do it. It can sometimes take a lot of time and reflection before someone is ready to do something. It isn't easy to have courage. It's actually really hard depending on the situation. Whether it's asking out a girl, or going to present on stage, or something with higher stakes. But these experiences help define a person and their character, which is important. The most important thing to realize is that we are all able to put anything we put our mind to. It really is a true statement, but you can't ignore fear, but take it on like a challenge to overcome and ignore the doubts that come with fear.